Welcome to Strong4Life, Know Your Numbers. Strong4Life is excited to partner with Employee Health to share the benefits of biometric readings. Today's presentation is intended to be a general overview of all topics covered. For more individualized questions, we recommend reaching out to your primary care physician and following up with a Strong4Life wellness coach. I would like to introduce Dr. Marcella Cox, the medical director at the Children's Care Clinic, to talk about biometrics.
Hi, everybody. Welcome and thanks for joining. So I figured we would start with a little background to talk about what these numbers that you'll be getting through all these labs can mean. So bio means life, metrics are measures. So biometrics are going to give a snapshot of your basic health. This is going to provide insight of your current health for your healthcare and lifestyle management team so they can work together with you to define where you want to be and to develop a plan on how to get there. So the numbers that we look at with biometrics are your height and weight, which give us a BMI. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Your lipid profile, which is your cholesterol, and that's broken down into your total cholesterol, your LDL, HDL, the total cholesterol to HDL ratio, and triglycerides. We also will use your blood pressure checks and your blood glucose checks. So what is a BMI? That's the body mass index. It's a screening tool for adults to indicate whether your weight puts you into the category of underweight, healthy weight, excess weight, or obesity. The measurements run from, for the underweight, 18.5 or less. The normal weight falls in the 18.5 to 24.9 BMI. Overweight would be 25 to 29.9 BMI, which sometimes can lead to some risks. And then BMI over 30 is considered obese. And again, sometimes that can be health risk related. What kinds of things affect this? Well, your dietary choices, fluid volume, such as hydration status, stressors like work-related stress, exercise, social interactions, etc. Chemicals like medications or caffeines, and many more. So what is cholesterol? Cholesterol itself is a waxy, fat-like substance. It also contains lipoproteins, which are small packages in the blood. This is fat on the inside and protein on the outside, and that moves cholesterol throughout the body. The HDL, the high-density lipoprotein, is also known as the good cholesterol, and it collects cholesterol from tissues out in the body and sends it to the liver to be eliminated. The LDL is low-density lipoproteins. This is what we call the bad cholesterol. That moves cholesterol out to the tissues of the body. Triglycerides are excess energy storage, and they're kept inside fat cells. And then your total cholesterol is found by adding the HDL, the good cholesterol, plus the LDL, the bad cholesterol, plus a portion of the triglycerides. So what does cholesterol do in your body? For one, it helps with cell development. It helps with bile production, although too much of that can result in stones. And it also helps make hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol. Why is LDL cholesterol bad for you? As I mentioned before, the LDL takes the cholesterol out to the body. So this can block arteries in the heart and the brain, causing strokes or heart attacks, can lead to numbness in legs or feet, can create gallbladder stones, and can negatively affect hormone production. So a normal total cholesterol would be less than 200. The HDL goal for men is over 40 and for women is over 50. The LDL or bad cholesterol goal is under 100. And if you have any risk factors for heart disease like high blood pressure or diabetes, we really aim for as low as we can get it. And then triglycerides, we like to keep that under 160. All right, blood pressure. So what is blood pressure? This is the pressure that's created when your heart pumps to move blood around the body. It's managed in the body primarily by the heart, which is the pump, and the kidneys, which are the volume control. So our goal measurements have actually changed a little bit as far as formal guidelines recently. So if you are over 60 without diabetes or chronic kidney disease, the goal blood pressure is less than 150 over 90. For everyone else, our goal is to be under 140 over 90. So what kinds of things affect your blood pressure? That's going to be, again, fluid status, like how hydrated you are, stressors like at work or social interactions, chemicals such as medications and caffeine. All right, let's talk a little bit about your blood glucose or your sugar. So what is that blood glucose, the non-fasting? We use this number to identify risk for developing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. So the measurement we're looking for is for a non-fasting that is below 140. How does sugar affect your body? Well, the hormone insulin is made by the pancreas and it moves sugar from the blood into the cells to be stored or used for energy. Too much sugar in your body can lead to an inability to make insulin or to use insulin effectively, leading to having too much sugar in the blood for long periods of times. This increases risk of injury to the kidneys, the nerves, eyes, and other organs. Prediabetes is a state where we have a non-fasting blood sugar level that runs between 140 and 199. The hemoglobin A1C value, which a lot of you would be familiar with from visiting with your doctors, would be between 5.7 and 6.4. And a lot of folks that are pre-diabetic have early symptoms that are the same as having diabetes: frequent urination, being really thirsty, blurry vision, fatigue, hunger. Diabetes is formally diagnosed if the fasting blood sugar levels are above 126, non-fasting or above 200, or the hemoglobin A1C is above 6.5. So our targets for blood pressure are going to be less than 140/90, unless you're over 60 and not diabetic or don't have any chronic kidney disease. In that case, your goal would be less than 150/90. The total cholesterol we're aiming for is less than 200. HDL greater than 50. The total cholesterol to HDL ratio less than 5, with an optimal of less than 3.5, and a blood sugar that reads between 70 and 139. So here at the Employee Health at Children's, we do biometric analyses as well throughout the year. And in addition to that, we also offer convenience care services to include prevention for chronic conditions, sick visits, and emotional and mental health wellness. We also have occupational health services to include your onboarding and annual compliance, employee injuries and safety, and infection prevention. We have clinics at Scottish Rite, Eggleston Support Center, and we can do video visits, and our hours are posted here for your convenience. The hospital clinics are 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. The support clinic is 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And any of those providers can see somebody for video visits as well. So you have the phone number here. You can reach us if you have any questions, or feel free to email us at the CHOA employeehealth@premishealth.com email.
Thank you, Dr. Cox. We really encourage you to take advantage of this service and visit your care clinic to learn more about the biometric results that you've received. I'm Suzanne Saunders, one of the Strong4Life registered dietitians, and going to talk about how nutrition impacts your numbers. So if you have high blood pressure or hypertension, in order to prevent or try to treat that, watching your intake of sodium. So trying to reduce that to 2,300 milligrams per day. And if you already are hypertensive, aiming to reduce your sodium to less than 1,500 milligrams per day. So trying to avoid frozen foods, processed foods, eating out are going to be the main ways that you are going to consume excessive sodium. Additionally, learning more about the DASH diet, which is the dietary approach to stop hypertension, can also help to prevent hypertension. Okay, for prediabetes and type 2 diabetes, aiming to eat every 3 to 4 hours to avoid fluctuations in your glucose, reducing high sugar foods and beverages like cookies, candies, sodas, sweet tea, and increasing high fiber foods. So eating more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, and seeds. Okay, high cholesterol, prevention or treatment, and limiting foods that are high in saturated fat, and increasing high fiber foods. So similar to what we mentioned with preventing your risk for diabetes or prediabetes, is focusing on those high fiber foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, and seeds, and limiting high sugar foods and high processed foods. Okay, one simple way to think about this is following the balanced plate method. So building a balanced plate helps to reduce sodium, helps to increase high fiber foods, and helps to limit high sugar and processed foods. So when When building a balanced plate, you want to aim to have half of your plate made up of fruits and vegetables, a quarter of lean proteins, and a quarter of a whole grain. So here are a few examples. We have some steak strips with a vegetable mix and some mandarin oranges, and then a quarter of the plate is brown rice. Okay, another balanced plate example here. We have half our plate is avocado and tomatoes, and we have a black bean, sweet potato, vegetable wrap. Okay, and then here we have a lunch or dinner example with a green salad topped with tuna. So you have your fruits and vegetables accounted for there with the side of the apple as well. And then you've got your whole grain crackers and your lean protein in your tuna. Okay, so even thinking about the balanced plate method as you're packing your lunch and coming to work. In this photo, we have a sandwich. So you've got your lean protein on your sandwich, your whole grain bread, some vegetables, and then adding a side of fruit and vegetable as well. For more resources, visit the Strong4Life Nutrition Hub on CareForce Connection. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Byron Coates, one of our Strong4Life wellness coaches, to talk with you about how fitness can impact your biometrics.
Hello, my name is Byron Coates, and like Suzanne said, I'm here to talk about your biometrics and how it deals with fitness. So how can fitness positively impact my numbers? Physical activity can improve muscle strength and increase your endurance. Exercise delivers oxygen and nutrients to your tissues and helps your cardiovascular system work more efficiently. And when your heart health and physical wellness improve, you have more energy to perform daily tasks. All right, so exercise and biometrics. Exercise helps to improve many health conditions by boost high-density lipoprotein, HDL cholesterol, or the good cholesterol, decrease triglycerides, keep your blood flowing smoothly. Regular exercise helps to manage many health conditions, including stroke, metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, depression, anxiety, many types of cancer, and arthritis. Okay, so the exercise guidelines. So check with your doctor before starting any new exercise program. You want to aim for 150 minutes a week of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity or a combination of both. And examples would be running, walking, and swimming. All right, so strength training exercises for all major groups for at least 2 times per week, and even more is great. And put more than that is great. And examples of that are lifting free weights, using machine weights, or doing body weight exercises. Okay, so aerobic exercise and strength training. Aerobic exercise, any type of cardiovascular conditioning that increases breathing and heart rate for a sustained amount of time. May include running, walking, swimming, or jumping rope. Strengthens heart muscles and pumping more blood with less effort. All right, so for strength training, many may include body weight, free weights, machine weights, and resistance bands, and other various forms of equipment. Develops strong bones, improves ability to do everyday activities, and helps manage chronic conditions. All right, so then right here we have our Strong4Life Physical Activity Hub. So Strong4Life offers a variety of physical activity resources and support to help you try new challenges or get back into your workout routine. Our fitness coaches are available to guide you through all of our offerings and create a plan that best works for you. And just scan the QR code to meet with one of our coaches. All right, now we have goal setting. The key to success is setting a SMART goal. And the acronym SMART stands for specific, measurable, action-oriented, or achievable, realistic, and timely. And an example, a SMART goal example would be, instead of I want to exercise more and eat better, you should shift to I will walk 30 minutes 3 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 5:30 p.m. around my neighborhood. I will also increase my veggie intake to 2 per day by adding baby carrots, hummus as a snack, and continue to eat a serving of greens at dinner. All right.
Thank you, Byron. So in conclusion, some lifestyle changes to protect your health: eating more plants, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds to increase your fiber foods. Really focusing on choosing whole foods and avoiding highly processed foods. For example, having an apple instead of an apple flavored bar. Trying to move your body more, aiming for 150 minutes per week of moderate intensity. trying to reduce your stress, meditating, spending time with friends, considering engaging in therapy, and aiming to sleep more. So trying to sleep 7 to 8 hours each night. Okay, visiting My Health Navigator. This is your one-stop shop for information and resources to improve your health. So whether you're newly diagnosed or you've been managing your condition for years, My Health Navigator can help. So take advantage of these resources through the Care Clinic at Children's, through Aetna, and through Strong4Life. We have information specific on type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, and hypertension. So in the top right corner of CareForce Connection, type My Health Navigator to locate this page. Okay, so to wrap up, we encourage you to visit My Health Navigator for more information and resources about what we have covered today. Schedule an appointment with a children's employee health provider and also a Strong4Life wellness coach. Determine your goals and make behavior changes collaboratively with Strong4Life and employee health. And then schedule another appointment with children's employee health in about 3 to 6 months to recheck your biometrics. And then comparing with your wellness fair data. Okay, so we have covered a lot of information today around biometrics and really encourage you to reach out into the Care Clinic to talk about your individual results with one of the Care Clinic providers, and also meet with one of the Strong4Life wellness coaches so that you can set up goals and a wellness plan for yourself. Thank you for listening to Strong4Life's Know Your Numbers.